whole lot going on. Well, you look like you're.
Okay, we got
Right.
Uh, okay. All right, everybody. Yeah, hopefully Kim will be able to join us here shortly. I sent her a text and I haven't heard from her. So, she may be working. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining us tonight or getting on the call tonight. And we tried to do it last Wednesday because Coco was not going to be here and she asked, if we could try to do it so she could make it. But then that didn't work because we didn't have enough people to hold a forum. So that was fine. So we just kind of Greg opened up his the Zoom, and so Greg and Daddy and myself, we just got on and we just chat. Curtis was there for just a little minute and we just chopped it up for a little bit and then we got off.
okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't plan for this meeting to be very long. I don't know what anybody else wanted to bring to the table, but let me just tell you, as of today, um, people outside the committee, as well, I'll say as of April the 30th. As of April 30th, we have 10 people that have registered.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. I'm really excited about that. You're on mute. What you
That's
say?
outside of the committee, 10 outside of the committee.
Hmm.
Yay. I ran into Joe
Dillard,
Joe
Dillard,
Joe's last
Dillard,
name.
Dillard?
Dillard.
Dillard. And he said he's coming. I also saw Keenan Montgomery. You know what? I think I forgot to ask Keenan.
Yeah, I've been texting Keenan. He said he was going to come.
He is? Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and Michelle Commer, his wife.
Okay.
Hmm.
Classmate to Bridget. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so what I was kind of mentioning to Greg and Adette when we talked last week was because we were trying to come up with, ways of things to do to get people, involved and to get them to register. And my suggestion was that if everybody um, gets 5 people, if everybody can get 5 people to register, um, that is how I think I got five, maybe six, but that's how I got the people that have registered, about 5 or 6 out of them. That's how they've registered because I've called them and I've texted them and I said, I need you to register because we got Jeff. Jeff has registered, Michael Watson, Tina Willis, because I constantly text these people and I call them. So if everybody can just get 5 people to register, then we can get the ball rolling like that. Because a lot of people, when I did that, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, thank you for the reminder," because they've forgotten,
Okay.
right? And then some people are just trying to wait until whatever, but we're still doing it. And then with doing your warm market like that, because I've been telling them, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're needing you all to go ahead and register because we have deadlines that we have to meet. We have things that we have to pay for. So I'm just kind of, putting it out there and they're like, okay, yeah, I know I got it. And, that's what Tina was saying. She said, I know. She said, I know this stuff ain't free. So, it's got to be paid for and you all need the money. So, people will be understanding, we can just come to them like that. Um, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that's 40 people. Well, 45 people. I didn't count myself. I just counted everybody plus Kim. So that's 45 people. So if we can just, do that, five is that was just a number that I thought, we could start at, and get everybody to do it. And also we have Stacy. Stacy is outstanding as far as registering. She sent a message here and on the email, and so I've gotten back with her. So she's still trying to, work some things out as far as getting registered. So, I just think that works if we just kind of start reaching out to people. And we can keep, posting as well, but I think reaching out to them personally, does a little more, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree with that concept. We can give that a good try.
Hmm.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Encouraging.
Yeah, right. And then like when when you talk to Joe, Cheryl, when you saw Joe is like, okay, yeah, you're coming, but we need you to register. We don't, of course, we don't want to badger him, but they're gonna keep saying, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
No, I actually
But
told my dad I needed to get, because he knows my dad. I told my dad I needed to get his phone number so that I can reach out to him personally and make sure he has the link and
yeah,
encourage him to
right,
so I'll get on that.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Can I mention something real quick
You
since
sure
we're on
can.
that,
Mhm.
the reach out? Before we got on the meeting tonight, I went to the website, which by the way looks great, and I
Mhm.
kind of went through it, and there was something that kind of caught my eye, and it was the how many people were in our graduating class, and it was something like 1,100 or 1,300 people that were in our graduating class. And then I went to the Google search and just Googled 1986 Skyline, you know, class of 86, and there an alumni page come up, and there was only 100 on that page. So, and I don't even know what that page was, but maybe just a national page where people were registered for their class. But even I wasn't on it, and some of you were not on it. And I was like, well, how do we reach these people? How do we reach 1,300, or let's just call it 1,000, because maybe not all of them graduated or finished with Skyline, but how do we reach them? That's a lot of people that somehow or another, and I don't have the answer to it, but I'm still kind of in the questioning of that manner, because we can beat social media to death. And I mean, I really don't have anybody's phone number and
Mhm.
from our class, so I can't even reach out that way. But
Yeah.
I'm still like, who can we talk to who might have the answer to that question? So that, because when I looked at the registration page, I think it's $485 for a couple. So if it's yourself, and then like my bestie has come to my reunions with me. So, I just told her about it the other day, and I'm like, I didn't tell her the price or anything, so I usually pay for her to go. So I was
Mhm.
kind of curious, I didn't remember. So when I went on there, I was like, it's $485 for a couple. So somehow or another, we got to get some more people. We need to reach out to more people besides the however many are on the Facebook page. I don't even know how many's on there. If there's 400 or 300 or 200. I don't even know if they're all 1986. But somewhere we're missing our whole class. And I don't even know how to go about answering that question, but I think it's something we need to either get an expert involved or somebody involved to see how we reach these people to cover the costs. I don't know. What do you think about that? Or does that stir any thoughts or questions?
So I have a question. So Curtis,
Yes.
when you and Dawn, and I think Coco was doing that as well. I know you all were looking at different websites or different some things where you could get names and things like that. Those mediums, did they have somewhere where you could send a message to people through there? Was that capability there?
No, we didn't. Okay, Curtis, can I just add? We didn't
Sure.
have that. We did what we did was we went by all the information we had as far as like the graduation syllabus, all the things that we had just amongst us, like, and then of course when we verified, to make sure that purpose of that particular person was in our class for our fallen raiders. But and then like I said, there was nothing that we did really to other than just going by the graduation syllabus. Was it called the syllabus? What is it called, Curtis?
Just our
The the
commencement
commencement the
program.
program, and then there was another thing, and then like I said, and then looking at
Yeah.
everything, every program that we had from all the like 5 years. Like I said, we weren't at the five. I wasn't there, but we were just making sure that anybody's names that were for the fallen raiders, that they were we verified.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have a question, you all. Like I know, Laura, could we have all these because there are like think 3 different Skyline joint on Facebook pages, or rather. And I don't know, like I said, Roy Pleasant started, one, and then there's the class of 72 that started one, but it was for all classes. And then there's like everybody just puts whatever on there. And like I said, my question is, we've only limited to putting our information just on our own Facebook page. Can we do that? Like, is it okay? I know when people are registering, I know that whoever is receiving the money, you're verifying that you're part of our class or not, so because like I said, another thing, like I said, it's 4 other different Skylines, Denver, Fairbanks, California, and it's another one that popped up too, and I saw another one, like, oh my God, and people that were like getting on the conversations, like, oh no, you're not Dallas Skyline, you're like that. So, but my question, I guess, is if, like Laura, if going back to what Laura is talking about, we've done things in the past, like if we put it on those everything Skyline, because they got everything when they talk about homecoming. People just talk about whoever passed away or just anything Dallas Skyline. Maybe we can just put our stuff on there. And like I said, when people are registering, I know that they're already going to be verified whether they're part of our class or not, and they can just weed that out. And that way, that would at least, like Laura's asking, or just to add to her, that could just add or encourage. Hey, maybe somebody else on there. Oh, my brother and sister graduated 86 or whatever. And let them know that their class is having a reunion or something, or
Yeah, I don't see a problem with just broadcasting it everywhere because realistically, if they're not part of our class, they're not gonna go to our website and register. So what could it hurt to have it out there? You know what I mean?
right.
And at this
They
point,
may,
even
or
if
they
they
may
do,
want
I
to
know we
come.
want our class, but
Yeah,
at this
but
point, if somebody from another class wants to pay to be there, I'm not trying
Right,
to turn anything
because
down but
they
my
see it's
right.
a
collar.
nice event, right?
Right.
Everybody money green, right?
Yeah, well, but I know we've
Right.
already discussed this on a previous meeting that we wanted this exclusive, but at the same time, y'all don't let's just be real. Class 86, everybody want to be a part of. I don't care, 84, 83, and I'm not being
85.
funny. Everybody, they love our class, even the classes behind it. Now all of a sudden they came up with their little slogan. I said, y'all didn't have this
Right,
slogan in high school. Y'all
right.
came up with it afterwards. We were in the mix in school, so.
Mhm.
But like I said, if that's okay, like I said, you put it on there just to get it, just to get it out there, period. Because even like the first one, Carter, I said, what y'all doing? We don't know yet.
Well, I
But
talked to somebody
okay.
from Carter and they were telling me they're going on a cruise. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
all
they talk about a crew, but they got their alumni thing is split into 2 different things because they couldn't come to a head on everything. So they're all split, but like we said,
Wow.
okay, so, but anyway, so, I don't know. That's just maybe one way. Just go ahead and put it on, and repeatedly put it on there. So
but
I don't know how to face.
that's still just encapsulating that, let's call it 35% that are on social media.
Yeah,
So in the Laura, to speak to what you brought up, I think what we're going to ultimately have to do if we're talking about reaching the masses, it's going to take a dedicated effort because it would require getting the list that they were working from, or list whatever the sources were for the fallen raiders, and literally somebody's has to go through each one line by line by line and get the contact information, whether it's a phone number, whether it's an email, and then it's going to be that's a singular touch. Google the name, see if we can find a number, see if they're on LinkedIn, if there are ways that we can then pull individuals' information and contact them individually. That's the only way to reach the masses beyond social media.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth it. Um, I don't know. I mean, so here's where it gets to the benefit of hiring someone to plan your class reunion and paying them for that, because their responsibility is to track people down, and they have sources to help them to do that. Um, Being a mom and pop situation like we're doing it, a grassroots effort, we just don't have the resources or the manpower to do that. But that is the benefit of hiring someone to plan. Um, and I don't know, there may be, a company that will do just that piece, that you can hire to reach out to your classmates. Um, but that's what it would require is getting the list. And then you got to determine, what are people's name? Okay, we have their maiden names. What is their married name? And how, finding them in that way. Most things are going to have the parents' addresses. Are the parents still there? I'd say probably 90% are probably not where in the addresses where I know, in the addresses at the addresses where we were as kids. So, um, that's the challenge with reaching out beyond social media. And I think it's going to be necessary to do that to some degree.
Okay, so do we
Well,
know where those lists are, or, because now
That
we
list
know,
was by, yeah, the people that put that together was that reunions by party people, and they're no
right,
longer in business,
right.
right,
from, the research that I could determine.
right,
You still have the
Um,
list?
no,
right.
there's no
Well,
list that was available other than, uh, what was published maybe. No, there was nothing published other than those books that we had.
Yeah, so we have those
yeah, well,
books.
the directory book, the red, white, and or the
Yeah.
blue and red book, that's the only thing. But that wasn't
Right.
party for the people. That is actually
There
just
was some
yeah,
other
that's a
company.
I
directory
don't
that
have that.
all
What is
yeah,
what is that?
So
that's
This
the
is a
directory. Oh, go
directory.
ahead.
Dallas High School alumni directory, but it's for all classes.
Yeah, but it's divided. Like it'll say all of our class.
The
Our
Skyline?
yeah,
Yes,
Skyline. It's a
Skyline.
Skyline directory, and then they do for the colleges like that too. If a college puts out there, then people will contact you by mail or whatever, and then you can update your information, or if it's still the same, they just post you in
Yeah,
there.
I've never seen that book. So
Okay.
yeah, if we have that available to us, then that's a start.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then we also have the books that we mentioned before. We have those like the 10-year book or whatever. So
Mhm.
it's just going to take, like what we had said earlier, as far as, just if we're going to contact those people, we can contact, see if the number still works, see if the family's still there. That's what we have to do. So we have that at our disposal.
Yeah.
So, that's just something that, if we decide to do that, then we need to just go ahead and tackle that, because we do have
Right.
that now,
Yes.
as opposed to, and just do what
Mhm.
we have, just do what we
Right.
have within our reach to do. And that's because you have the 50th, it's the Skyline 50th,
Mhm.
1986. And then what's the other? It's one more.
It
I
was
know it's
50th.
one people of color. That's the one that Roy Pleasant did. But
yeah, that's right. That was other. So,
so is it
but
just
like
three?
mhm. Oh, go ahead. I think it was just three, and then I think somebody else had started something. Because that's why I was like, oh my God, we got another page. But it's kind of general that it's every class on there, so you just post
Whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, so that 50th will reach a lot of people, because there's been a lot of people on there that I've seen that said that they came out in 86, and I'm like, oh, really? 80s, they did, I think they did like a class call or something like that.
Okay.
And yeah, so that one is something like that. But as far as people not on social media, like this one guy that registered, Daniel George, I don't even know if he's on social media. I've never heard his,
Mhm.
I know
Mhm.
his face when I
Yeah.
look at it in the book.
Yeah.
But I'm
Mhm.
thinking that, he got that from word of mouth, and especially the other
Mhm.
lady, Cynthia Lawrence Barr. And Greg says she knows her, but He
Okay.
knows her, but I don't know if she's on Facebook. So,
Yeah, I have Daniel George on my Facebook.
okay, so
So
he's on
and
Facebook.
I know I've posted on my personal page as well as in
Okay.
that Skyline
Yeah.
1986 alumni before. So,
Mhm.
there's I think the to answer more kind of Laura's question, I think we're on the right pathway. What I believe we must do, because we don't have any more funds. We don't have any funds to go and pay a company to do this, and we're so many months out now. I think that's, at the end of the day, we're trying to get to the magic number of about 200. If we're going to break even to pay for these event places, that's how we set everything. So I love the idea that if we will take the effort to reach out to maybe 5 people that we have connections with, and then encourage those people we reach out to reach out to 5 people, and start that grassroots approach. If it's even, for Laura saying she doesn't have people's numbers, but even if you just have an inch where you can go through Facebook and send them a direct message and say,
Yeah.
"Can you give me a call?" Just somebody that you have some kind of connection point with, that
And
they
word
may
of
be
mouth.
willing. And what I will plan on doing for myself is to go through my Facebook contacts, write down all the ones that are Facebook alumni. I don't have most of them's personal telephone numbers, but send them a direct message just to see if I can get a hit, a
Yeah.
live. And I think that's, if we, and I know that's a heavy lift for all of us. I have obviously a little bit more time, but I think if we just spend, 45 minutes, if we take that effort and start sending, and then we'll start crossing each other eventually, because some of us are
Right,
going to know some of the same people. Oh, I
right,
just got a message from Don the other day
right,
about this.
right.
And that
Yeah.
just may start getting the spark going.
Yeah.
And the other part for me, we have to probably set some real hard deadlines, because if we don't, people are just gonna just wait to the last minute. They may think we got plenty of money. This stuff is already paid for. They don't even think about those mechanics.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think we're gonna have to do something like that to try to get some
Because I
heat.
know for a fact that, and also, what finish my first thought. I know for a fact that there are people in our circle of people that we could keep in touch with who are planning to go, who have just simply not registered for whatever, maybe they don't have it or, whatever the
Mhm.
reason. But we need to make sure we're letting people know there is a payment plan. Go on out there and get registered. You can sign up for a payment plan. We have options out there. And then also kind of hold feet to the fire if they say, yeah, I'm going, okay, when you planning to register? I
Mhm.
don't know, next month or whatever. Then let's do
Do a
follow-up
follow
calls
up. Do a follow up. Yeah.
to until it's done. And um that way we can kind of stay on top of it. I'm right now, my list, I'm gonna be an
So,
overachiever. I'm gonna shoot for
Mhm.
10.
yeah, so let me tell
Um,
you what I do. And I just do it during the day. I come up, I draft a text, and I send that same text to everybody. And I just go through my list. I start with A's, and I just go through the list, and everybody I know, I send that same text to everybody. And I just send it, and some days I might get a hit, well, I'm planning on doing it, da 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 da. And that's just, that's what I do. That's how I do mine. And then like Jeff and Michael, I had sent them, I think, like 3 texts, and I didn't hear back from them. So I called them and I was like, what are you doing? I need you to register.
did they
And
register their spouses too?
the only one has a spouse, and yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes. Um, and so,
Jeff's not married anymore?
girl, no,
Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
You know.
his
Oh,
wife
that's
passed
okay. Never.
away. Yeah,
Yeah. That was years ago.
died
Yeah.
a while back.
She
Um,
died.
she died.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she died.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so I just, he was like, Jeff was like, I already registered. I said, Jeff, I don't see where you registered. It says on here, you registered for a room at the Marriott. I said, Jeff, I said,
I
That
that's
ain't
saw
registered.
that.
that. I said, that is not registering. What do you need me to do? So I told him what to do. He said, okay, I'm gonna have my assistant do it. So he did it that night. And I told him, I said, I need you and Michael to do it. So he said, I told Michael. And so Michael didn't do it. So I had to call Michael 3 times. And the last time he picked up the phone, he said, okay, Adrian, I'm gonna do it. I said, and even if you don't, I said, have Nikhil go ahead and do it so we can get you registered. We need to get this done. So and then when I text Tina, she called me because they all go to the same church. And so Tina said, and Michael said, Tina been on me. He really have. I need to go ahead and do this. So you got, you have people that are just kind of around, and they're helping and they're, trying to put it out there. So word of mouth, is really, a powerful thing as well. So, some people like that, you just kind of have to, you know, get behind them like that. And all three of them has registered and, also Nikhil. So, so it just,
Awesome.
you just kind of have to get out there and do it. Hey, Miss Kimberly Birdwell.
Hey, Kim. She must be working.
Yeah. Yeah. And so like, the people that we know that don't have Facebook that live in Houston, Greg is on that mission. So, we're just trying to do, we just have to do, what we can and get it out there. And I think it'll start with us, beating the ground like that.
Like on that 86 page, I think and I haven't looked at the numbers lately, but I think it's we have almost 800 people on our 86 page. And so, and maybe like I said, and put the message on there, but we just start highlighting just names. You know how when you do at somebody, whatever, and then that direct message. So maybe that's just something just to just not just putting it on there generally on our page, but or even on your page, whatever. Just start highlighting some names and just calling it out, and then so
they go, that's how I do it. Whenever I put a message out there, I tag several people and I've tagged all of you
tag.
all.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to like highlight, like we're tagged.
Yeah, I got you. I knew what you're talking about.
Okay, I could
But,
just
and a lot of
do
people
all this stuff. Yeah,
they just go like it,
yeah,
they like it, and that's as far
right.
as they go. So then when something like that happens, then we just need a follow up,
Yeah,
to
okay.
that. So
But along with doing that, how about we post get their picture and put it on there? Like especially like the pictures that from high school.
Like, look who's coming type
Yeah,
thing.
a whole lot of people.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Reach
Like,
out
Yeah,
look
to
that's
who's
them.
cute,
coming.
actually.
Post them pictures up. We're looking for you, or we're waiting on you, or put a little message with it other than
Where you at?
their name. Post a little picture up there and call them out.
Well, this leads me to my thought, and I know we said earlier one time that Sam didn't want to kind of take, be a part of this immediate group here to do,
Yeah.
to lead this reunion out. But I know he was really good at stuff like that. Does somebody have a close enough connection that we could almost beg him to maybe take this
I'm
on?
not begging him.
I'm not
Okay.
begging him.
I
No, we're
thought
not doing
I'd
that.
ask.
No,
Okay,
we're
well,
not doing that.
I just thought I'd at least ask. So now
No.
I get y'all's sentiment for that. So
I'd like for
Yeah.
him to just go on and get registered. He said he's promoting it.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
say that he's gonna be there and be part of it.
He's
but
gonna be there. Yeah, he's gonna be part
Yeah,
of
he
it.
said he's gonna be there.
I'm not going.
Yeah, but I'd like for him to go on and get registered.
Okay, well, because when you talk about doing those
He's been
youth
promoting
pictures,
it.
I just remember getting tagged with my youth picture one time, and I
Mhm.
thought that was very encouraging. So
Well, I mean, if we can do it ourselves, like Adette said, because Sam
you just have to go to your Facebook, take a picture of it,
Sam
and
hasn't
the
even
other
registered.
person.
So
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about use their skyline picture, use their senior picture. Somebody got a book.
That's what I'm saying. That's what she's
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
That's what we
Yeah,
doing.
you
Oh, I
take a
thought you
picture
said,
and then tag it. I get what you're saying. So
Yeah.
again, just this is
I
the
don't have any
round table
yearbooks.
moment where we do the whiteboard and we just throw ideas out, and that one
Yeah.
got touched real quick. So thank y'all. Moving right along. Okay.
Okay. What time is it? All right, 7:35. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So
I'm
the
good.
action item is for all of us to. Sorry, I just took over.
No,
But
you
the
good.
action item
You
is
good.
all of us to try to find about 5 people we have connections with and reach out to them personally through warm touch via social media, text message, or
Warm
whatever.
touch.
Well, it is a warm touch.
No,
I was
I'm
in
just giggling.
That's a
No,
curse
no.
word.
I'm just giggling at that warm touch.
I was in sales. Sorry, that's what you call it, a warm
Yeah.
A
touch.
warm
Yeah, okay.
to your
Look,
warm
need
market.
you- need you-
Right.
Come on now,
So
yeah.
we want to do that warm touch and see
Yeah.
if we really can encourage
Okay.
people to get going, and we'll see there. And like I said, most likely we're going to be crossing each other because we probably have some of those same
Correct.
close connections. Maybe not be real personable with them because like some I won't even have mobile numbers for, but I can at least send them a direct message. So I will do that for all of us rather. But if it's time to shift gears, I want to bring up that one of the young ladies that I was in connection with me, um, she looked at the website and she says balloon release, and then she sent me a message that Dallas bans balloon releases. Well, state of Texas bans balloon releases. So she sent me the new House bill that started in May of 25. And if you just type in Google, it says you don't supposed to be doing balloon releases because of the environment.
Birds.
It can help hurt animals and things like that. So they've actually put a ban in place for large gathering, for large balloon releases. So it's something that we need to at least put on the table to consider if we're going to go for it anyway.
It just
Hey, let's
depends.
just
People are still releasing balloons every day.
Thank you. I just saw one
That
last week.
Nobody, I didn't even know that existed. Nobody really pays attention to that, but it just depends on what you want to
hey,
do.
Yeah.
even if we're not gonna do a balloon release, can we just call it a candlelight vision? Can we bring candles or something if we don't want to release the balloons? Can we
Well, it's
just
gonna
call
be
it
during
something
the
else?
day. It's gonna be 11 o'clock in the morning. So
You still can light a candle. I'm talking about those little
the
candles.
candlelight vigil, yeah, well, that's normally at night. So I just wasn't sure.
I don't think so. I think it's just a name, but it can still
We
stand
can
for
still do a memorial to make it or do something to highlight that. I just want us to have awareness. So so if nobody else knew, if somebody roll up on us, we won't be like, what are you talking about? So I think
We don't know.
We could still be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, right. What? And let it go. What?
Well,
Sorry.
Literally let it go.
According to Google, it's not a law yet. They're moving toward it. Says it's got legislations proposed for it.
Yeah.
They started in 25, but there is not a law yet.
No,
Okay.
well, I typed in this, Greg, can you have a balloon? After she sent me that thing, I didn't even pay her pretty much any attention, so I did my own. I just typed in, can you have a balloon release in Dallas, Texas? I was real specific. And it came up and says, no, you cannot legally have a mass balloon release in Dallas. As of May of 25, Texas enacted a law classifying intentional outdoor multi-balloon releases as a Class C misdemeanor.
Oh no.
That's what I got as my check
Gotcha.
for Dallas.
All
I was
right.
specific for Dallas. I didn't go for just Texas. I went to
Okay.
because we're going to be in the city.
Gotcha.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
gonna be in Mesquite. It's kind of
We're going to be
okay.
in Dallas.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna be look, I'm just saying we in Mesquite. Okay.
Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, that part.
75
Yeah, I lived in Pleasant Grove. You got away with a lot out there.
Oh yeah. So again, just want to put it on our radar.
Okay. All
We don't
right.
have to make an immediate decision about this, but just want to put it on our radar that someone brought
Okay.
it to my awareness as they were reading our our website.
Are they
Okay.
registered?
No, she said she couldn't afford it.
Oh, I was just about to say that, Adele.
I was just asking.
She did say that
What?
she couldn't afford it, and that's why she wasn't coming.
But she
Was
can
that-
come to the balloon
That
release.
wasn't her, was
Well,
it?
that's what prompted me to say, well, there's other opportunities. You can come to the Friday night game. You
The
can
fish
come
fry.
yeah, there's other things you can do. I get it.
All
You know,
right.
I didn't get in that. So I really, pointed her in that direction. And then that's when I
Okay.
got the response back saying, did you know the balloon release was, and I was like, well, thank you again for this information.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, okay, we got to check into
That
that.
shut that
So,
conversation down after that. Thank you again for the awareness.
Appreciate you.
all right.
So we may be opening up Pandora's box doing all these direct messages is all. Now we're talking about that. So
Right?
Wow. Okay.
because it got into a long conversation backwards and forwards.
Oh. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, so I just reached out to Michael Watson. He said he's never heard of it. He said, but he'll check and he'll get back with us and let us know.
Okay. Yeah.
But a
We got.
good response could be to
Yeah.
someone who says they can't afford it.
I
You
know,
know,
right? You can't
maybe
afford
we
it, but
put
then
some
you
thought, it's
can't
like
hold it.
overcoming objections in sales. You've got an
Mhm.
objection and you're usually prepared for it if you know your industry or what have you, what people are going to object. But, I think that's going to come up. People are going to go to the
Yeah.
website and see that the cost of it, and they're going to say, oh, I just can't afford this. Or if we
Sticker
reach out,
shock, yeah, for sure.
what maybe we come up with something to kind of help motivate for them to come up with it. I don't know. I just said it hit me when
And
you said that
yeah,
because it is a reality. It's just a
right.
reality. There's going to be people who are going to say they can't afford it. And it's just easier to say that than to try to make it happen. I don't know. We should maybe put some thought to
Yeah, and
overcoming
like
that
the
objection.
lady that Curtis is talking about, when she said that she couldn't, I think Curtis reminded her that we had a payment plan. And so
Yeah.
she said she couldn't even afford that.
hmm
So at that, to that point, I don't know what we can do after that, right?
Well,
You
then
know,
that's when we give them the option that if they just want to attend the gala only, we did come up with a number for that. It's
Yeah.
$200 for a classmate to attend the gala.
and that was too much for
Um,
her, still wasn't it, Curtis?
Right. Um, and then 140 for a plus one if they want to, just come to the gala only. Then that's when I said, just back to your point, Laura, well, then that's why we have other opportunities. The Friday night game, the Saturday tour Skyline, at least you'll get some connection points with your classmates
Mhm.
in some free kind of environment places.
Yeah.
Right.
Sunday church, that one.
Yeah.
And Sunday church. So I said, there's
Right.
opportunity if you want to be a part
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
And that's why I think
Yeah.
after that, it kind of stopped the communication. I said,
Yeah.
if you want to do it,
Mm.
we're here
We do
for
what
you.
we want to do. I'm just a firm believer in that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Well, maybe like what you all when we were saying it, and when we're making our contacts, just say, hey, just as a sidebar reminder, we have a payment plan. These are the activities, blah blah blah. That all these different chapters that are not. There's no charge other than if you can't, I'm just saying, just going like, okay, number one, payment plan. Number two, you can individually do this, or number three. I'm not saying this is all the free stuff, but this is, like I said, there are plenty of things, but most importantly, we want to, hopefully you can make one of these things just to, like you said, connect with you on this thing, one time, if you come to the game, like you said, or come to the memorial, or just come
Commemorate
to church.
40
Yeah.
years, just if it's just for you,
Yeah.
just to commemorate 40 years. So
Yeah. So, and
as
then,
your
so like I
connection.
said, so maybe, like I said, concluding, to include what we're talking about, we're contacting 5 to 10 people.
Yeah.
Just, hey, just a reminder, you all, this is how this works. So please spread that word so we can make sure that we get everybody, that no, we're not leaving anybody out. There are options,
And
so.
and let me
I
tell
like
you this
that.
as well. One thing that I've noticed, different people that I've spoken to, they're not really, they either haven't gone to the website, or if they've gone to the website, they're just skimming it. They don't even really know what's going on. Case in point, Tina was one of them. So she had no idea. So I went through the whole weekend and she was like, really? 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 And so that's what I was saying before.
Yeah.
when
Reading is essential.
yeah,
They're
when we
not
talked
reading.
about this before, as far as, posting and things, reading is essential, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to take the time to read it or whatever. But what I was saying is, like, earlier when we were talking about this, about posting or, doing the videos, because a lot of people do not know, and they don't really know what's included, so, we can post. I think I was saying one time about, let them know about the band. A lot of people know this band. The band will be playing live music. We're just not engaged enough to let these people know what's going on and what they're paying for. Because to your point, they're going to go to the website and say, okay, this is what this is. Okay, what are we paying for? Or what's going on? We don't know what's going on. But if these people knew what was going on, we got, casino night. She didn't know that. She said she saw something about casino, but she didn't really understand. So casino, and then we got the brunch, and then we got this, and so I'm sure that there are several other people that's thinking that same way. She's not the only one. She's just the one that I've spoken to lately. So I'm sure it's a lot of people that's just not
Right.
like Lisa Brown. She asked me, she's like, "Now, Adrian, what we doing at the reunion?" So, they're just not doing it.
Yeah.
It may be that they don't, want to, or they don't have time, or whatever the case may be, but they're
We
not
gotta get them
understanding.
engaged.
Yeah.
That's a good,
We
good
gotta
point.
get them engaged in the
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah, and we got to let them know what it is. This is
Mhm.
what's going on. This is what
Yeah.
we're doing. You get a t-shirt, and I was telling Michael that. He was like, don't forget my t-shirt. I said, it's included. Your t-shirt is
Mhm.
included. So, a lot of these people, just sound like they just don't have a clue, and we just need to get more of an engagement.
Okay.
That's a good point. That's a good point. When we're making these videos, let's like pull out one thing. In other words, like we talking about casino night,
Mm-hmm.
let's pull it out. I mean, just
Yeah.
make a whole thing about that. Show the tables, or I forgot what we're gonna be doing, but anyway, the tables, playing cards or whatever. Make a whole little thing about a casino. I mean, just
Yeah.
advertising that particular thing. And yeah, the wording with that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Even what else we doing? The church service. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm
The
pretty
brunch.
sure we got plenty of
Mhm.
gospel music we can play, or clippings of,
Yeah.
just church itself, but pull out each thing that's going to be going on the entire weekend. And,
Right.
even for the Friday night, uh, get your mix and mingle on, or whatever we're going to call it. I don't even know, but whatever the title of that is. And I mean, catching up, or,
Yeah.
back down memory lane. I don't even know whatever we're doing with that, but let's just pull each event out and just
Right.
start posting it like that.
Right. And we don't have to wait until we have a meeting. Somebody just wants to create that and just post it, then that's fine. That'll work too. You want to, I have pictures from when Shirley and I went to the place to see it. I have pictures of because it's called Sky View, the actual little place. It's called Sky View. And I think on the website it says Skyline at Skyview, just kind of making a play on words. And, we can show them, the pictures, show them what it looks like, and, something like that. And then, whatever. It's just something like that. So, we don't have to wait until we have a meeting. Someone just wants to just drop that on
Mm-hmm.
there, and, that's fine. So that's a good idea, Odette.
Like that wonderful idea that Laura did. That was so neat. But I
Yeah,
just need to
that was cute. Yeah.
I need to just
Mhm.
try it. I'm just not a video kind of person, but I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Neither were we, obviously.
Oh, that was
That'll be
awesome.
good.
Right.
That was
And
really
Yeah,
Greg,
you
where are
can,
you on
you
your
can.
videos that you said you were going to do? Where are you on those?
I'm a little behind on that right now.
Okay. Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
That's a big task.
Y'all get that laugh.
Okay.
I will get on that. I know I need to get on that. I need to do better.
Okay.
These 5 o'clock days been kicking my butt, but yeah, I need to get on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Just a question. You said the Skyview, is that what the Marriott, that's,
No, that's the room
At the Marriott.
at the Marriott where we're having it.
the actual, where the gala, and then is that
No,
the same thing?
No, where
not the
we're
gala.
having the mixer,
Mixer.
Okay,
the happy
all right.
hour.
Okay.
Maybe we could do, I'm a little vague on some of those details. And maybe we could do just like just a reminder for us of like
Yeah,
who the band is and what's included in the mixer and the casino night. I can't remember if we decided on roulette tables or blackjack, or maybe if we just had like a quick, like in our group text, maybe some of
Mhm.
those bullet notes so that when we are reaching out to people in the messaging, that we can say, and this is what it includes. Your mixer
Right.
has this band and these cocktails, and the
Right.
Saturday night at, I can't, the Vouv is this fantastically in demand band. And, I mean, I can't remember the details. So,
Right.
that might be helpful when we're reaching out. When you were saying earlier, the group was talking about bringing those details in there on what it includes. Because if you look at the website, which I was complimenting that before everybody got in the meeting today, I went to it before the meeting started. And there's some big boxes that move that are like click here and register on the front page, but there
Mhm.
isn't one that's clicking and moving for the event itself. You have to go up to the top of the page to register,
Oh, that's right. You got to
take
keep
you to
going.
that page. So maybe that's why that person thought they were registering, because they clicked on that moving boxes that are to register for the hotels and the other events. But so maybe we even direct them to that, or there's somehow to get a copy and paste link of the register page.
Yeah,
That
because
when
Tina
we're
was like,
texting
I'm
people,
trying to register. What do I do? I
yeah,
said, click on the register button. She said,
yeah. Well, there's some big red buttons that are blinking to register, but as I went through them,
yeah,
and I'm just
And
telling them like it is.
maybe
I'm
when
not
Coco
super
gets
techy.
back, yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe when Coco gets back, we might could ask her, could she, I hate for her to have to go back to could she add that little blinking button maybe right where the gala is or something,
Mhm.
um,
Yeah. Or to
to
make
make
it
it,
more interactive.
I know that
make
made
it,
me
yeah,
sound
make it
really
flash
slow,
like the
but
hotel does
I
in the
can't be the
Broken
only
Bow
one.
trip.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a button under the hotel, and then there's a button under the Broken Bow,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and everything else
Okay.
is underneath it. It's telling you, it's giving you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
But and I don't remember if it says click on the register button. I don't know if that's what it says, but if not, you're right. You can put that right there at that, at the bottom, so they can click there.
Yeah.
I'm not, I like where I'm looking at it right now, and it looks so beautiful, and it says the happenings. And it has
Mhm.
all these wonderful
Right.
things that are happening, but there's no click anywhere there
Right.
to register. But all the
Right.
rest of them, as you scroll, have big click buttons.
Yeah.
So,
That makes
and I
sense.
know I'm not the only person who's a little slow
Right.
in the technology, but I think that might help too. If for what I do for let me see if I can find y'all again. When I do mass text for business and I need them to go to a link, then I open it up on my phone and I copy and paste that link, and then I put it in the text. So it takes them directly to where I want them to be on that website page. So
Mhm.
they're not just going to the website page.
The
They're
whole
like,
thing.
maybe
Mhm.
we put that in our messages to our
Right.
social media goal,
Yeah.
go
To
directly
be,
to that page.
Right.
yeah, to be more specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they click on it, it takes them directly there.
Copy and paste the register page link
Yep.
Yes.
is
Mhm.
what you're
Mhm.
saying.
Yeah.
They
The
can find their
register
way
page.
back to
Yeah.
the beautiful rest of the website.
Yeah.
It's really beautifully put
Mhm.
together. It's really gorgeous.
Yeah. Just put that on there.
But
So,
Mhm.
yeah, I think I'm not even sure if I put them in there, but this is what, if you can see that. So that's what the door looks like. And I don't know if you can see
Sky
that
view,
here.
I can see
This
yeah,
where it says sky view,
sky
the
view. Yeah,
door.
so this is the door to enter,
Excuse me.
and then this is the view from there. That's what you see.
Okay.
The whole skyline. I
All
mean,
right.
it's
Okay, and
Well,
then
what you could do, I would ask if you would, and just as a start, just send those pictures to us individually, and then maybe that's something that we individually, like we said, we can start maybe putting together our own little thing just to so to be a little to help with the specifics. And like you said, Curtis, when Coca gets back, yeah, I agree. It needs to be just a little bit more interactive because it's pretty. But like I said, we just need you to when you just touch this button, you're going right where you need to go. So because fish fry is what, June 3rd, June 4th?
6th.
Oh, the 6th. Okay.
We got 5 people.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see.
All right.
1,
We'll get there.
2, 3.
Yeah, we'll
No,
get
we
there,
got
even if it's
4 people. Sorry, 4.
4.
People,
Okay.
people wait to
Okay.
the last minute
Yeah.
for whatever reason. Human nature.
Okay. Any
Mhm.
other suggestions?
No.
No.
Mm,
Oh, Cheryl, you still have the information that I sent you for the casino tables, that spreadsheet. Remember when I sent it to you via text when we were at the VOOV? And the reason I'm asking is because we need to contact them to let them know that we're still interested in what do we need to do in terms of a deposit, so we won't lose that, because I'm sure that they haven't heard from anybody and we just need to reach out to them.
I thought we had locked that in.
There's no deposit had been paid. They just said, yeah, they were available.
Surprised they haven't sent an invoice or something.
I don't know. I wasn't
Yeah.
doing it. So
What were you saying about a spreadsheet or something, Adrian?
do you have the one I sent you? And not a spreadsheet, but it was a spreadsheet that they sent over.
The invoice or
It could have been an invoice, but it looked like a spreadsheet because it had everything on it. So it could be an invoice, but to me it had all those lines. So I just said spreadsheet, but probably an invoice. I sent it to you via text. So if you would have it, it would be
I
on
feel
it.
like I printed that out. I definitely saw it. Let me see.
Okay. Anybody else have anything else?
So I do want to answer a question back to Crystal Jones, who sent me an inbox message. She said, "What is the drop dead deadline?" Because she said she's not sure if her husband is going to attend with her or not, but because he waits to the last minute, but she wants to know what that date is so she can make sure she pushes him to make a decision. Do we have a drop dead deadline that we want to publish to tell people?
May 1st.
Right.
I
5 days
already
ago.
wrote that down.
Just tell her to register and we can put him on later. Is that what she's trying to say?
Hey.
Well, she said she was going to get herself registered, so
Oh, okay.
and then she would, add him on, but she
Oh.
wanted to just push him to make a commitment. And I told her when I met with us, I will get back with her. So should I give her May 1st? And we laughed. No.
Tilly.
I think guests can be added on as late as, if we really want to get people drop dead, you can do like 30 days before, and then we can maneuver around that, but that maybe encourage
Yeah.
those people who are asking that to go ahead and get
Right.
themselves, like you just said.
Yeah.
And then
so-
guests can come later.
Right. Greg, can you speak to that? Because we've already had that issue.
Adrian, I just sent it. I just
Okay,
texted to
thank
you.
you. Greg.
You
Yeah, we
said
don't
what issue we
like
talking about? The deadline?
No,
add-
adding people later.
adding just a
Oh,
plus
okay. Yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
on.
So yeah, what we'll have to do is I'll have to create an invoice. So, we'll say because we don't have a button that says just for spouse. And there's no way for them to go back in and just select the spouse. So if they want to, they would just have to let us know, hey, I want to, I want to pay my spouse now. I've already registered. I can create an invoice within Square and send it to them, and then they'll pay like that.
Okay, well, she's asking about the deadline. Like, do we have like a last minute, like a deadline?
I'd say 30
That's
days
another
out too.
promotion too. That's another promotion that we could do. Hey, if you want to add your plus one, you can add them by this such and such date,
So what is the VOOS date, Cheryl? Do you then we need to probably back in it from there. When
Next
is
deadline.
yes.
The next one is
No, I'm
July.
talking about for, so we can maybe back into a deadline that we
So
need
we got two
everyone
conversations
registered
going
by.
on here.
So what is your question?
My question is, what is the drop dead date that we must pay everything to the VOOV?
Got
And
it.
then we can back in to say for everybody, because we will need everyone added on by that time.
Give me one moment. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do have it handy.
No problem. Like you told me, September something.
For some reason, I'm thinking October 3rd, but I'm not sure. Hang on.
Okay. Oh, where it would be on my Gmail.
It's October 3rd.
Okay.
The next one's
So
September 17th.
so
And
maybe
then after
September
that,
the 3rd.
I'm
Is
sorry,
that
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. The next one is July 17th, and then after that, September 17th, and then October 3rd. It's the final. I don't think we need to make that drop October 3rd. I
no,
mean,
I was
No,
back
not at
30
all.
days
September
before
15th.
that. September the 3rd, Labor Day weekend.
We don't need to wait to that late either.
Okay, do August.
I think it needs to be earlier than that.
Okay.
You think it needs to be more than 30 days?
Then let's set it for 45.
Because what's going to happen is that we're going to have more than one, right? So have the first one and then maybe three, the first one, the second one, and then the third one. Because whichever one we choose, everybody's not going to make that one. So we'll just have to have more than one. And then maybe the last one can be closer to September.
Well, I thought he was saying the drop,
But
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
don't need to tell anybody to drop their date at this point.
no. I'm saying what we recognize as the establishing amongst us what is our drop. The drop last date that we would put out there. Or are you saying we don't need to establish that?
I thought we was asking about a spouse. Is that what you was asking about, Curtis? Or just,
I was asking for a spouse, so she can make her decision to push them to make to register by this date. And I think that's a valid question just to say. So I just typed in 45 days before October the 3rd is August the 19th. That's something we can consider.
October say it again, what was the date?
45 days before October the 3rd is August the 19th.
August the 19th. That's for the drop dead?
The drop dead that we must pay that final thing to the VOOV.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Most everybody kind of good with that.
Everybody, aye.
I,
You agree?
I guess, you know. Yeah,
Just in
that's fine.
case as we're doing our
Yeah.
contacts and people say, well, what is the final date I gotta give? We'll at least be able to have something to say, you gotta be registered. We want you to do it today, but you need to be registered before August 19th.
Yeah, and some, okay, so I got that question a lot of times, and I didn't give them that because when you give people that much time, they're gonna wait.
Gonna take their time. Yeah.
So
Well, I think what we need to press
I
upon
usually
people
tell
when
them.
they ask that question, we need to
I
tell
tell
them the
them
real. Listen,
Yeah,
Mhm.
we need to pay these deposits.
we're having to make payments. This is not a sponsored event. So
Right.
we really need you to pay now.
Yeah,
We can even use our next payment is due on this date. In fact, I think that's what I'm gonna say. Well, our next payment is due on this date, and we're not there. Or just flat out, well, our next payment is due July 17th.
yeah, well, yeah. I just tell them just now. I need it now. I need it now. Go on and pay. Might as well get it done. We have we have things that we have to pay for. We're getting close. We got deadlines we have to meet.
At least sign up, at least just, do the payment plan. If you need more time, what does it require down to do the payment plan?
It depends on what they get, but if it's just the event, it's $74.
Okay.
Yeah, it just divides it up into 4 payments. So whatever they register for is 1/4 of what they registered for.
Okay.
That's
No,
reasonable,
okay.
I would think.
Okay.
Too.
All right.
Too, but
It charges a fee.
No.
that's everything is included in that 74.
Payment. Okay.
So their fee to do a payment plan is the same as the fee that they charge for.
Yeah, they don't get charged anything extra. We take the hit because they charge us a fee for doing that.
For doing the payment plan.
Right.
And that's not the same as the processing fee for all the others if you don't do a payment plan.
There's two separate processing fees. It's a
Okay.
processing fee if they pay it outright, and then it's a different processing fee if they do Afterpay.
Okay. So Afterpay is more.
Yes.
That fee.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if it's more, but
Yeah, it's more.
is it more?
Yeah,
Is it
that's why we
We're
raised
paying
the
for the
price.
convenience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that there was just a fee. There you go. Thank you, Cheryl.
Hmm?
I said
Okay.
thank you. I see it.
You're welcome. Yeah, I thought that had been set up. So you're gonna reach out and get that set up then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean it's set up, but the last time I asked, when was the deposit due, there was no due date.
Okay.
We could just pay it, but I'm sure since nobody has been in contact with them, we
It
need
may
to.
be off their books.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Okay, so Adrian, do you need me to make, because we have that one action item that we want to do that for sure that we want to put just a quick draft of what all we're doing on that night, the casino, blah, blah, blah. Do you need help with that? Or,
Do I need help with it?
yeah, do you?
What am I doing?
Well, you always take all these notes, so that's why I'm making sure that we have that as an action item.
Okay, you know what? I'm so sorry. I have not written one thing, Curtis. I am so
Well,
sorry.
you've been doing a bunch of writing with that left hand. I've been watching you. I really thought you were doing something with that left hand. So
Okay.
You leave my left hand alone. I have been, but I haven't been taking notes. I've been writing some things down, but I haven't been taking notes.
well, we have an action item.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And
It's recorded.
Yes.
It's recorded.
Okay.
With that said, we wanted to put Laura's request was to kind of put just a little blurb. Maybe we can put it in our group me of what all we were doing that night. You know, the casino, who that band was, because I don't even know that stuff. I've heard about it, but I don't know.
Okay.
So we can make sure we have some good talking points.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
for the
I'll do
mixer
that.
too,
And
yeah.
then Don asked me to put the pictures, so I'll put the pictures as well.
Okay. So you're gonna do. So we're just gonna ask if you're gonna do. I guess it's just itemized. Like Friday night is this. These are pictures. Saturday is this, and that. Just so everybody has the same information, or just at least general
Right.
information, so that we can pub it up and be a little bit more specific with this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I do that.
Talk it up.
Yeah.
Talk it
You
up.
know, what's
Okay.
included,
Knock it up.
what they're paying for, yeah.
Right.
And then they're for Saturday night at the gala, they will get a t-shirt and a gift. That's
Okay.
included as
So
well.
Okay.
On
So
the
like you said,
registration.
if it's a grab bag, or is it's whatever the details of that is, so we can all be,
Yeah. What
so
do
you
you
be
want to
typing
call
it
it?
up to,
Odette, do you want to call it? Odette, do you want to call it a swag bag just for this purpose?
Mm,
No?
yeah. Okay.
Well, because if that, and I'm asking because I know, what we talked about, but if they say swag bag, you think they'll be looking for an actual bag.
Yes.
We didn't
How
know
about
how
a
to do.
memorabilia treat?
Exactly. That sounds good.
Memorabilia, t-shirt, and I don't know what.
A treat.
You know.
We call it a treat. Leave it
I
at
want
treat.
them to know
Yeah.
that they have a t-shirt as
I
well.
like the gift, but then it's not a
Yeah,
gift
I
because they
like-
paid for it.
It's a t-shirt and a gift.
But it's still a memorable.
Goodies.
well, let's call it a thank you gift. Thank you for coming.
Okay. That's good.
Thank you,
Like
It's
goodies.
a thank you gift, 'cause it is.
Appreciation gift.
Okay, so
Appreciation memorabilia, appreciation gift.
I like goodies.
Appreciation goodies.
yeah, we'll be looking for more goodies. That's-
We're gonna
Like
be looking at a lot of sweet treats.
Goodies is enticing.
we can put all that in there too.
Goodies is like, who? What?
Yeah, and goodies is something that'll keep them like wondering. Okay, so that's good.
Right. So
Appre-
a goodie
so
gift.
what? So
A goodie gift.
so what
Or
we gonna
no.
call it?
Goodies included. Put it like that.
Goodies
Memorabilia.
included.
I said memorabilia gift.
Memorabilia goodies.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Memorabilia goodies.
I'm writing that down, Curtis. See?
Okay. Go for it, Lefty.
Memorabilia.
Lefty
goodies.
too. I didn't realize you were lefty, Adrian.
I didn't realize she
No.
was either. I'm sitting here
Yeah.
going,
I did not know that. I just
Dawn
didn't.
and
I
I,
didn't
I knew
Dawn,
Dawn was a
Southpaw
lefty.
sisters
Yeah.
together. Okay, memorabilia goodies. Okay, so we got that. Okay, and that's
Okay.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's good. So I'll send all of that there to the to the group chat.
Okay. Good. Goodies.
I don't know. I was asking, Kim said she had to drop off, but I was asking her if she has gotten any hits for Broken Bow, but she hasn't responded. So so I don't know.
Oh, I ain't going, but okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So
Here we go.
okay. Anything else? Anything else?
Nope. I think we had a good session.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we all have our marching orders. Greg, did you put that down, Curtis? Greg is going to get started on his videos.
I am backing up Greg. He's doing the best he can. He will get to it as quickly as possible.
He said he's doing the
It's
best he
documented
can.
on this recording that I'm going to be doing my videos.
Yeah,
I am
Okay.
working on this. I'm working on it.
Oh God. I mean, you can't
Good
edit
answer,
anything.
Greg. I got it on my list.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I love it.
Don, what you thinking about? Your mind look like
And
it's
then what is our
But
next,
I forgot this
are
is
we
being
gonna meet
recorded,
again in a
so
month?
oh.
Or are we doing
that's
2
okay.
weeks?
Okay, so how soon do you all want to meet again? I think
At this point, we had said we would go month to month until I think we said what, July was it? Then we'd start meeting twice. Hang
Well,
on.
my only concern is
Yeah,
that if we
but
do a month out, but we got that fish fry coming up,
fish
we need to
fry.
have an idea like 2 weeks before
That's true.
if we need to
Yeah,
call this or whatever. So
yeah. So we gotta meet before that.
so
That's
yeah,
that's
we
1
need to
month
meet before
away.
that because we got a deadline coming up.
Okay, so
Fish fries,
let me call an
June.
audible here. Let me call an
June
audible because
6th.
I didn't even think about this until today.
Yeah,
The fish fries in 1 month exactly.
One
from
Right.
month
today.
from
1 month
today.
from today. So we need to slam them with this. We can do that other stuff in a few minutes, but let's do the fish fry like today. If anybody can do anything tonight, I didn't even think about that today,
Mm.
but we need to put something out there tonight and say 1 month from today, get your register for the fish fry today.
And who knows, driving to the thing to register for the driving traffic to the website to register for the fish fry may cause them to go ahead and, well, I'm on here, may as well register for the reunion too.
Yeah. And
That's a
everybody,
good
does
idea.
everybody have that picture off the website? The TJ's picture, the picture on there? You can use that.
Yes, it was
Flood
in our
Facebook with
group.
it.
It was in our group me too as
For me
well.
too. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, fish fry coming up 1 month from today.
Let me get on here and register for this fish fry because I keep on
Um,
putting it off thinking I did.
and we're trying to, yeah, we just said on there, what did it say? Fish food and more, or something like that. Not fish food, fish, drinks, something. We'll just put that on there because I can remember what we said. Food, desserts, drinks, and more, or something. What did we say, Greg? Food, drinks, and more.
Yeah.
Let me look. What do we do?
Fish fries and more.
Fish
Bring the
fries and
entire
more.
family.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what the website says.
Okay. Okay. Great. Fish fries and more. Yeah. So we can all use
Fish
that.
fries and more. Yes. Fish fries and more.
Thank you, Greg.
Yes. You're welcome.
Where you come from? Okay.
Dad, don't make me put you in the waiting room.
Oh, wow, I forgot we on this.
I have control.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it. We'll do all that and you want to, so Curtis, when do you want to check back? The 1st of June?
Oh no, I think we
No,
have to do
before
it.
that,
What's the deal? What's our
What did you
schedule?
say, Deb?
before that, because I thought the picnic, I mean the
The fish fries on the 6th, so we need to be meeting in like what, the
couple of
I
weeks.
think I
Okay.
think 2 weeks from today,
The
May
20th?
20th, just to do a quick check-in
2
to
weeks
see if
from
we
today.
gotten seen any traffic
Okay.
because
So
we're gonna have to make a decision.
all right. The 19th or the 26th?
Right.
Not the
Mm.
20th? Not the 20th?
Keeping with Wednesday the 20th.
Um,
Okay.
You on mute, girl.
I know I am. Hold on a second.
Okay.
The 20th.
You
yeah,
on
it's
the
gonna have to
phone,
be
Adrian?
it's gonna have to be the 20th because the next week is Memorial Weekend, and then we'll be bringing
Okay. The
a
20th is
week off
good.
from there.
The 20th is good. We start,
Okay.
driving it home.
So, as soon as we get off this, then I'm saying somebody because I'm not on Facebook like that, but can somebody take the fish fry and pop that into our 86, just that one ad? Hurry, register today
Pop it where?
into the Facebook page. A call to action with that.
You
What
mean the
we have.
group me?
No, on our Facebook page.
When that's what we were
Who-
saying, that everybody's gonna post with that picture on Facebook.
Okay.
Marketplace.
Do it
Yeah,
also on your personal pages, basically, to try to drive traffic as well.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. And
My
the picture
question
you
was,
were
is
saying that
somebody
the
gonna
pic
post it on the 86 one so that we don't all do it?
oh well no, I mean no.
If you get 2 or 3 of them, that's okay
Yeah,
too.
yeah. And then on the 50th or whatever, in that group. Yeah.
What are these other groups you're talking?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this 50th.
Oh, that's the Roy Pleasant page, I think.
No, his is the people of color. That 50th, I think Sam and Sandy Wilson started that one.
Right.
Okay, that one.
Mhm.
Okay.
I said, if they added my email address, forget that.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I gotta go, but I'm going to post all that stuff in the group me that you all requested. And then we'll get posting and for this fish fry.
Awesome.
Right.
I just
Greg, I'll
posted
give
mine.
you did what?
I just posted it to the Facebook, to
Oh,
Facebook.
will you go right
To
on
the
that?
86 page? Okay.
No, it's on my personal page.
Oh,
It's on
you
your
go.
personal page.
For
Okay.
some reason, it won't. I can't post nothing to the 86 page.
Yeah, they got him blocked.
I think they got me blocked.
What?
What?
No, I don't.
I don't know.
Really?
Every time I try to post something, it don't show up.
It won't go. So,
Okay.
There's a post on there right now, that was done a week ago for the get registered for our 40th fish fry. Somebody posted it.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
oh, you posted that.
Unless it just
Well,
heard us talking
that
about
was
it.
my post that I put update when I
Yes.
yeah, so that was the post, but
Okay.
I didn't put that picture out there.
I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a commercial. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but it
Maybe
could be
so.
a
I have to
commercial
look at
that
it.
is next to your post. I'm not sure
Uh-huh.
how it works. Oh, it's a separate post.
Oh,
That
okay.
picture.
Okay.
It's a commercial. It's a commercial underneath your post.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kim did that on our April 13th.
Oh, she did post. Right. She did.
So we might could go to that one and repost it again some kind of way.
Yeah,
I'll have to
repost
get
it.
in here and try that.
Put it with a picture or something. Put a picture on it. Yeah, just kind of repost it. Okay.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Greg, I'll call you in a little bit so we can reconcile, if you don't mind.
I might be. I gotta go to the airport and go pick up my cousin. I'm gonna be leaving here in just a minute, so
Okay.
we might need to do it tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, good night,
Thank you.
ladies and
Not
gentlemen.
everybody.
All right.
All
Y'all
right,
good
guys.
night.
Everyone.
Good evening,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Greg,
Bye.
safe travel to the airport.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Okay.